It's Saturday morning. It's a bit of a drizzly day, unfortunately, but it was predicted, so it's not a big surprise. If it's not too bad, we'll maybe go and have a look around the historical village. Fortunately, the rain has gone off, so we've made it to the Hervey Bay Historical Village and Museum. We've just come through the main entrance. There's lots of artifacts, some old tools and that sort of thing. Just have a quick walk through. There's I think there's 21 buildings here, old buildings. This is the first ambulance hut, built in 1947. A resuscitator, a device used positive pressure to inflate the lungs of an unconscious person who is not breathing in order to keep them oxygenated and alive. I'd imagine they're a lot smaller these days. Milk bottles, I remember those being delivered. Now they're old in a museum. This place is surprising. It's just off the main road. You wouldn't even know it was here, really, unless you actually stopped. But it goes back quite a way. Lots of old buildings. Selection of early washers and dryers. And on the other side, refrigerators. This cottage was built by H.F. Rackman at Home Creek, Tingora in Kingaroy district in 1898. Part of a fire recess and shingle roof was re-erected here in 1975-1976 by members. Let's have a walk around. Hopefully it's not too dark in here. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt your dinner. I don't know whether you can see this or not. The floor is made of huge sleepers. Girls found this doll room and wanted it including because they thought it was a bit creepy. Yeah, it's a bit creepy. Old kitchen. A phone that looks like it's got a face on it. This is a different cottage than the one we went in before. In this area we've got the blacksmith, the wood turner and the corn sheller, and they do demonstrations on here between 1 and 3, but only on a Sunday, and it's Saturday today, so unfortunately we have missed them. We haven't missed them, but we're not here on a Sunday. But it's apparently they're interactive demonstrations, so you can have a go at what they're doing. So I reckon it's a shame really. I reckon that would have been good fun. Maybe next time. So we're coming down to the back of the the back of the museum now, of the historical village. There's some more buildings down here. All these buildings apparently have been donated by the owners, which is absolutely marvellous actually. Old Methodist church. Let's walk to the back of the block. Village green. Oh wow! I did not expect this. I did not expect this to be this big. Vestry, old telephone box. That looks like a railway. It is a railway station. Machinery shed, stables, village green. I really did not expect this to be this big. I'll take some pictures from the road, but you would not think it. So here's the car park at the front. That's where you park, coming through the front gate. We've walked through here at the moment, and we're now in this bit. And I was saying it was big, but it looks like there's all these buildings at the back as well. So all those to explore. So here's a model of part of the Yarangan Pier, which is what it would have been. Obviously now you just walk along it, but there was a railway that ran down it and met the I think this is the end of it, so it came down and then met the ships at the end to unload the cargo, because it's in the deep waters. What a shame that got taken down. That would be a great tourist attraction these days. Goodwood railway station, situated halfway between Hervey Bay and Bundaberg on the Childers-Bundaberg Road. Now, this one was purchased, not donated. It was purchased by the museum in 1986.
Stay there. Can I have a ticket to paradise, please, one way? How much will that be?
What currency did they use?
How old is this? It would have been pounds,
I am going
shillings
to
and
paradise
pence.
though, so I'm playing clouds and rainbows. So how many clouds and rainbows is my trip to paradise?
Half a cloud.
Half a cloud. Here I have a whole cloud. Do you have change?
Can you have half a cloud? Isn't that like half a hole?
Here's half you.
Thank you. Bye.
Chuff off.
Did they not have... Wait, is that a lady's suit, or do they not have ladies working on the rail?
No, probably wouldn't have ladies, although that looks very feminine.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. It looks really like...
Oh, it is, the buttons are going the other way.
Still Queensland Rail logo. Little logo.
Yes.
Wow.
This old cart is called Radish. Railway signal. Over here, a changing shed. So they used to have these, let's have a look. So changing shed, in the days when bathers were prevented by council bylaw from walking on beachside roads in bathing attire, bathhouses were built on the foreshore in Hervey Bay by Hervey Bay residents in which to change. They might, in retrospect, be regarded as a status symbol prior to the advent of the motor car. You gonna do a quick change? Put your swimmers on? In the machinery shed we've got lots of so let's see what we've got. We've got swingle bars. I have no idea what swingle bars are. Swingle bars were used to keep the trace chains apart. Oh yes. Lots of machinery down here. We'll come back down the other way and look at village motors.
I tried to find a better jacket
This is the ladies' attire section. Quite hard to believe that there are actually boxes here, and it's hard to believe that people actually used to wear dead animals. The girls are appalled, and quite frankly, rightly so. This is the old schoolhouse. Welcome to the Dunbarton State School, 1891 to 1960. Slate and slate pencils were used for schoolwork. Please feel free to use, and please clean the slate when you have finished.
All ready for school. Are we doing?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh right.
And that's right, 2 gold stars for all of you. You can all go home early. Gabby will now read the rules for women teachers in 1915.
1. You will not marry during the term of contract. 2. You are not to keep company with men. 3. You must be home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless attending a school function. 4. You may not loiter downtown in the ice cream parlors. 5. You may not travel beyond city limits without the permission of the chairman of the board. 6. You may not ride in a carriage or automobile with any man unless he is your father or brother. 7. You may not smoke cigarettes. 8. You may not dress in bright colors. 9. You may under no circumstances dye your hair. 10. You must wear at least 2 petticoats, and your dresses must not be any shorter than 2 inches or 5 centimeters above the ankles. And 11. To keep the schoolroom clean, you must sweep the floor and at least once daily, scrub the floor with hot soapy water at least once a week, clean the blackboards once a day, and start the fire at 7 a.m. so that the room is warm when the children arrive.
Yeah.
Also, have you noticed there are 2 rules? So one's called rules for teachers, right? And one's rule for women teachers.
Yeah, they're different times.
Yeah, I know. So
And look, you may not smoke cigarettes, and then down here, any teacher who smokes, uses liquor in a form, frequents pool and public halls, or gets shaved in a barber shop will give good reason to suspect his work intention, integrity, and honesty. That's it.
Goes around beach buggy. 1942 Ford military vehicle. And 1903 Oldsmobile. This must be one of the very earliest cars, late 1800s, something like that. I think cars were invented, if memory serves me correctly. Is that lady wanting you to give us something? There we go. Shoe shop and shoesmith. What's shoesmith? Cobblers, that's the one. An array of old shoes. Baby shoes. Of course, what else would baby shoes be made from? Kid leather. Found the lolly shop.
I can't even change circus.
Agency for the Commonwealth Savings Bank.
I'll have 2 Anzac biscuits and 2 ginger nut biscuits. I'll some garden peas. And maybe some pure soap. Oh, I have rinso.
Do you know rinser?
I learnt about it in my 1950s, 60s modern history.
Okay. This is a fishing shed, an old fishing shed. This canoe is made from old roofing iron. They made it into a canoe, although I'm not sure quite how watertight that would be, even when it was all fastened up properly. Right at the back of the museum is the fire station. Some old fire ladder. Water pump carrying the hose, I guess, and a fire engine, fire truck. I don't know what year, so let's see what year this is. It's a Dennis fire engine, model 250, 4-cylinder overhead valve engine, 4-speed crash gearbox, rear mechanical brakes, and was purchased for £1,417 in May 1933. So with this hose reel trolley, we were trying to work out whether it's pulled behind a truck or a horse. It's 1930s, so I would have thought probably behind a truck, or maybe it's manually. Actually, it says manual. So the bar on the front, I would think you get a person on each side, lift it and just run with it. And little bell on it, look.
Who's dinging the bell? Look. Pulling it. And how far are you going to walk with that?
No. And this area looks like it's farm machinery. Well, there is a cement mixer there, but there's grain. I think it's just a mixture actually of any types of machinery. Grain grinder, chaff cutter, corn planter. Seems to be mainly farm machinery. Have you got the tea and damper on?
Yeah.
Time for afternoon tea.
That is called.
What is it?
It's a toilet.
Dunny. Old Dunny.
This is a bit excessive to make a cup of tea, don't you think?
Yes, I think it would probably keep all the workers warm, all the farmers or the workers. It's a pretty complicated set of gears for a drill.
Mum, we still have a very similar thing to this in school, but obviously with an actual electric drill, it still looks the same.
Tractors of yesteryear. So just managed to get through to the end of the all the exhibits. It's taken around about 2 hours to see everything, and we've not sort of been hanging around either. The rain's just started to come down, so once again we've got lucky with the weather. We've just managed to go and see this whole historical village and museum before the rain comes down again. So we'll head off back to the apartment now and get ready for this evening.